fam, good morning. It's the Pressure Cooker and I'm back with another video. Thank you for clicking on this video. And in this video we're going to talk about Kyle Massey. I don't know if it's Massey, but we're going to go with Massey, okay? Now, for those of us who have been following, this kid for a long time, he used to be on the That's So Raven show. So he's a Disney child star and now he's a grown-ass man. He's 20, I think he's 28 or 29 years old. And he was recently charged, or suspected, I should say. He was suspected of communication with a minor for indecent purposes. He was charged with one count. So I think it happened between December 2018 to January 2019. I don't know what the details of that was, but clearly it must have been bad because this is a 13-year-old child, okay, and he is a 29-year-old man. Just because he's still kind of got that baby face, don't let it fool you guys. Like, he's a grown-ass man, so this is disgusting and obviously pedophilic behavior. So the crazy thing is, in June he was arraigned and he didn't show up, guys. He didn't show up. He skipped out on the court date. Okay, that sounds a bit guilty to me. Then he had another court date recently. It was either yesterday or today, I'm not sure, and he missed that too. So the judge said, hell no. I'm putting out a warrant for your arrest. So right now he is a hunted man. Okay. They're looking for him. And guys, I don't know if he doesn't turn himself in. I feel like this is going to end very, very sadly. Like, I think he might take his own life because the steps that he's taking isn't really adding up to somebody who is actually going to face their crimes. Now, of course, the little bit that we do know of how he's responded, he's denying it. He's saying it's an extortion claim, but that's a significant period of time. They said, actually, I do remember some of the details. Apparently, he was sending pictures to this girl. So to me, what are you talking about? Like, what do you mean it's extortion? If they can track that you have been sending pictures back and forth for a month to this person, to this child, then, you need to turn yourself in. And we know this usually doesn't go well for some of these stars. So that's what's going on with Kyle Massey. I want to talk about this even deeper because, guys, clearly a lot of these child stars that grow up in Disney, they just end up being a hot damn mess. Like, is there anybody that y'all can think of who hasn't really, I'm not saying they end up being, this bad, like a sexual deviant and predator, but there's always a lot of stuff going down with these child stars, like, who turn to adults. Like, it just seems like they have troubled past. And the more I listen to and read and watch certain things, it really makes me think that definitely Disney, but just Hollywood in general is a very dark place. I think it's not a good place for kids, okay? It makes me worried whenever I see child stars coming up. First, I get excited for them because I'm like, yes, that's so cool. They're honing their craft. But now I get scared for them, especially depending on how involved their parents are. Because some parents, they just look at the dollar signs and, they just look at, what their child's able to do for them if they stay in this business. And sometimes I heard they don't even be paying attention to their kids. So next thing you know, their kids being passed around to all the crazy demons in Hollywood, So, and I know that might sound like conspiracy theories, but guys, I'm starting to believe more and more a lot of these things are not conspiracy theories. I do think that there is a whole damn chain of people, okay, a whole ring in that world. I really do believe that, and the kids need to be protected. But, we know that for some people, they're going to turn a blind eye because money is more important to them. They don't care about their child, okay? They don't care because they're getting all this money put in their bank account. So it makes me wonder if he was also a victim. We're not saying everybody who's a victim turns into a predator because that's not true. It seems like it's a very low percentage of people who end up becoming predators themselves, but that's what it's giving me. I'm wondering what happened to him. What happened to a lot of these child stars? Even when you think about people like Mary-Kate and Ashley, like there's a lot of people they don't fuck with as adults. Like I don't know. Y'all remember if you watch Lovely Tea, that video had me so shook. Is when she was kind of outlining what happened with Bob Saget. I had no idea that Bob Saget was a nasty bitch out here, that he was doing and saying all these horrible, disgusting things. I had no idea he was a creeper like that. And so when we dig back into the things that we grow up with as kids that we watch and, it's fun for us or might have been a key, it just makes me think about it differently now. Like, what did these kids go through? And, I've mentioned briefly here before, I am a survivor of childhood sexual abuse. So, it's it really can mess with you. It really could mess with you, even when you do the work, even when you do the therapy. There's so many ways that it can impact you. Just trauma in general can impact you. And so my heart really does go out to any kid, any kid who, you know, especially when they end up turning into adults, who have experienced this. And I hope that justice is served. Okay. I do believe this happened. You know, we know people make shit up and like, oh yeah, they're targeting me. No, if you're being targeted and you feel like this is fake, you could have showed up. You have money. You could pay for a bomb ass lawyer. So I don't know what's going on with you, Cal, in my Cartman voice. So I don't know, guys. I don't think it's going to end well. Let's see if he actually turns himself in, or we hear some other headline. I don't know. What do you guys think about this story? What are your sense? Do you also think that a lot of these Disney stars end up being very troubled? I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.